sending you all some warm, positive vibrations. So, before I get started, I just wanted to answer a couple of questions. Um, Hope you all are doing well, that your day has been going pretty good. So, it's Body-Culinary, professional chef, personal trainer, mother, natural-born woman. I enjoy being a natural-born woman. Shout out to you, whatever your expression is. And on this channel, I share some of my journey of radical self-acceptance, celebrating, appreciating, and being creative with the divinely assigned features that have been assigned to me while I'm in my human suit. So I'm just sitting with it. This is a meditation. This was the quickie style of the day. Greetings, Carolyn. Always popping up with some positive vibrations. So I got a few questions. I thought I would just pop in to answer them. On this channel, I also like to encourage 3 lifestyle practices: peaceful consumption, food that loves you back, uh, activating, reactivating a personal movement practice, and starting a garden, right? These are all therapeutic lifestyle practices. Okay, so if you're interested in this kind of content, come with me in the kitchen, in the garden, playing our hair, and all that good stuff, feel free to subscribe. There's also a puppet series called Sister Butterfly and Sister Monkey Learn to Eat Better on this channel. 10 episodes, short, cute episodes, and they're clean enough for children. All right, so question from Bree. Bree asks, may I ask how your locks were started? For example, did you initially twist and from there on just separated for maintenance? Thank you. It's so interesting. I just think like this is my just little fine hair that I'm not doing much of anything. Though I had double strand twists and I was making very, very loose double strand twists. My hair is very, very fine. So over time I've been, when my hair was loose, I've always looked for styles that complement very delicate fine hair because my hair would break very easily. It doesn't like a lot of handling. So I started to, I think it was somebody that had, was it Urban Bush Babes? I remember I was looking at this woman, black woman, her stunning hair. Urban Bush Babes. Like my hair is fine, not a lot of volume. Her hair is the opposite. So stunningly gorgeous. And she had a whole truckload of very loose, very, very loose double strand twists. So I was trying that on for size and my twist got looser and looser. So I had loose double strand twists, right? Also, I was being very careful with detangling. So my hair is delicate, started to get a little length. The detangling process still became like a whole nother thing. And sometimes it was fun and meditation, and sometimes I had other stuff to do. So loose double strand twists, if I twisted it all the way down to the root, you would see my scalp. Like I thought it would look full back then. But if you looked at it, actually, the intro video on my channel that says, what is Body-Culinary? You can see my hair in loose and I guess you would call it a twist out, double strand twist that I had taken out. And you can see how, again, I was doing that to get full hair. And that's what my hair was looking like. So when I started, or one of my trips, I was traveling for an extended period of time and located in a bush area. So I didn't have not one product available to me. Periodically, every now and then I had a little bit of olive oil, coconut oil, and some lime juice, but that was about it. So, yeah, I would just bathe in the creek water, which had my skin feeling like glass. Between that and living foods, my skin was like loving it. Just, I was sleeping so much and just letting my skin rest. So I would think my skin got a detox just from not putting anything on it. My skin was like silk. Like silk. When I say no products, 0 products. So washing and bathing in the creek, my hair kept getting tangled. And I kept trying to take it out with a safety pin, and that just became so tedious. After some months, I just said, forget it. It's too much. I've done every natural hairstyle. My son was like, Mom, why don't you try something different? So I decided to try something different. And then my hair just locked. Kept trying to take it out, stopped fighting the battle, and I was like, well, let's see, just go along for the ride. I know that my hair is very fine. I wasn't sure what it would look like, and it kept changing. It keeps changing, but I feel like it's pretty settled now. I remember when this was a big deal for these to be joined, it was thicker. So this is a mature lock. My hair is very flat. And this is my quickie style of the day. Started off like this from exercising. I think I caught it. There's my hairline. Still have one. Because this is, I know I hear protective styles. I would say this is a very restful style. So Brie, hopefully I answered your question. It started from double strand twist and I left it alone. Maybe I'll do an event. I'm thinking of doing an event and maybe include live foods and fitness because I'm really passionate about those things being your products. And also folks that want to start their hair. I'll get some feedback, my little humble feedback about hair. If you have fine hair, maybe you want some options for what to do. I can tell you options for some natural hair, child. Okay, so Carla Hicks. Yeah, several questions, Carla. Carla Hicks says, I'm curious, have you seen this vegan, organic, plant-based protein powder being advertised? If so, what's your opinion of it? Also, are you vegan? Okay, so I consume what is called vegan. Some people call it raw vegan. I don't like, the labels for me are a distinction of what I prefer and what I don't prefer. I prefer whole, fresh, living, unprocessed foods. That's been my lifestyle for several years, over a decade, and I really enjoy it. It's given me the best results. I'm still learning and evolving after all of these years. It's been like a 30-year journey of eating natural and juicing and fitness. So I've tried all different kinds of things on. I really enjoy whole living foods. I think around year 10, I did like an experiment, try some sweet potatoes and see if I would turn into a pumpkin. That didn't happen. And I found, I did a video on that. I found I just prefer living foods. I don't know, energetically, whatever. I just prefer it. So living foods has been my lifestyle. Yeah, but it's been a journey. I think everyone has to find their sweet spot. So that being said, I've done pretty much every protein powder on the market. So protein powders are kind of like, I did that already. I did egg white protein, whey protein. I used to do fitness competitions. Every protein powder, rice protein, you can think of, vegan, non-vegan, I've done it. And at some point, it just occurred to me, I eat so much, hey, greetings, Tamiko. Shout out to Tamiko. Hey, Tamiko. So I don't feel the need for powders, right? I'm a big researcher. I've experimented pretty much on everything. I mean, this is a period of like going on 30 years. And just when I look at how the food is processed, I know protein powders are not thoroughly regulated. There's actually a really good documentary. Perhaps you can still see it on YouTube. It's called Bigger, Faster, Stronger. And there you can see some of the inside tea on bodybuilders, as well as you can watch them at the kitchen table making a protein powder. So the fillers is like, there's just nothing that surpasses fresh, whole living foods. Like a lot of times we're getting waste product or byproducts left over from other kinds of food processing in the industry, and then they sell it as a protein powder because we want the convenience. So if it's working for you, I say do it. I'm not interested in any powders, anything that's like too much products and powders. They don't fill me up. I don't think they are more ideal. I don't think convenience is convenience. However, I think a lot of times the body doesn't give a cookie about convenience. It wants and responds to, at least mine has, fresh, whole, living, unprocessed foods. That's when I'm going to get the most bang for my buck. So I've heard about so many protein powders. I don't think they're new. There's Vega. There's several popular brands that even some YouTubers endorse. I'm just not really feeling powders. You know, I've had several people have asked me to do something for their powder, the supplements or their products, and I'm not a product person. My products are the food. That's what I'm putting on my hair and skin. So yeah, I'm not interested. So I love to eat whole, fresh, living plants. That is what I sustain myself with. And then Carla Hicks says, I guess in response to, what if we retrain the eyes, or another video I did earlier, what if we retrain our eyes, right? So that kinky, nappy, cottony hair was the standard, and everybody went out and got wigs of this stuff. No slicking or nothing. Then what? So Carla says, what if, but for a lot of women, it seems those days are gone. The beauty supply houses make tons of money. While I think that's true, I do think there is, I don't know, you can look at statistics and trends. However, I don't like to make those the basis for any decisions I make in love, in life. Like, see statistics, but I just don't want to, there's enough programming and fear-mongering, all that stuff. If you want something, whether that is love, black love, or whatever kind of love you want, I just say go for it, because we got enough fear-mongering. You know, if you want something, go for it. And if it doesn't manifest, so what? At least you go for what you want. You know, but yeah, those days are not gone for me. And I can think of several women who I really admire who pull stuff out of their yard and are not, you know, let me not say what they're not into. They are very much into natural products and using the things from their yard. So I find if you're looking for something, you're gonna find it. It's gonna show up on your radar. So their beauty supply stores are making a lot of money. But over the years, there have been so many times I'm like, well, I'm not gonna give you money for that. Just on principle, I'm not gonna give you money for this. Recently, I went traveled several hours to another region, and the prices in this part of the world that I saw them charging for shea butter and black soap for a little slice of that black soap, I couldn't. It's shocking. And the most of the people that are going to travel to this overseas beauty supply store, chocolate, and the economy isn't even like that to be spending that amount of money. But chocolate women, we find the money to spend to deal with acne. And if we're not feeling confident about our hair, rollers, caps, we're putting everybody else's children through college and building their houses and stuff. So that's what I'm always contemplating. I love to luxuriate. It's not about being cheap. It's about the principle of, can I have my skin looking great without all of these products, or at least the best that it can be. And that to me is like, it's coming from the food and movement and rest and relaxation, sleep and rest and relaxation. So those are my main products. And then Relix Time says, very beautiful garden, good view, and good video. My video, oh, she has another video. Somebody else, oh, Nonconformist Eyewear. I love her channel. She's such a lovely spirit. Hey, Nonconformist. She says, greetings, sis. I love the concept of a mixture of seeds. That was for the video, grow your own food at home and garden. Saves having to buy individual seeds. Throw them all in the ground pot and off one goes. So it's so easy. It's just one woman's perspective. I don't have the only perspective. I've observed groupthink is a real thing. We are deeply affected by what we watch. 17, 18, 20s, 40s, 60s. Groupthink is a real thing in the most practical sense. And it's very easy to go into, I don't know if I want to say victim mentality, but it's a tone that we have. Like, almost like we can't do something. And you can do whatever you want to do. What's so hard about you paying money for food? Take whatever you eat, stick the seeds in the ground. You were just going to throw them in the garbage anyway. So that we can do. That we can do. You know, a lot of people say I couldn't make a garden in a flat yard. It's a nice sized garden with fruit trees. I got so many fruit trees in bags. I've grown so much kale in bags, and the bags that pet food came in, recycled containers. I did it in a city, on a fire escape, in the cold, on the countertop. So if you want to do something, I just had in my mind for some reason for many years, I was always thinking nobody's going to tell me I can't grow my own food. This is way before this whole farm, go green movement. For some reason that has been on my radar. I think it's due to influence from my grandma Lou. So yeah, I just kept reading and reading. I was exposed to a lot of books that were out of print. I was reading years ago, several decades ago, Survival into the 21st Century. So now here we are. And it was books saying that we're probably going to need to turn to sprouts and stuff. And so now here we are. So I like to take a lot off the table so I can relax. Relaxation, to me, is better than protein powder. It's better than injections. It's relaxation and rest. And I think we could use, it's really hot. It's still hot. Yeah, even though the sun is going down. I think we could use a lot of rest and relaxation. I think our digestive system could use a rest. Our brains could use a rest. Our eyes can use a rest. Our ears could use some relaxation. We're being overstimulated, and it has a chemical and physiological effect on the body. So y'all let me know what you think. Do you think all of this stimulus, the stuff that is coming at us from the moment we turn on the phone in the morning and if you turn it on in the morning, or maybe you take a tech Sabbath, technology Sabbath. But do you think that we're being affected by all the stimulus coming into our eyes and ears on these different screens? I think so. I'm very clear, yes. And so I am unapologetic about creating support for myself, tossing out a whole lot of stuff. I'll throw out a whole lot of stuff so I can prioritize a lot of space for play in my home. That's more of a priority than a whole bunch of furniture. Plants, flowers, and play. That's a priority for me. And it's changed over the years, which is why I would say to a lot of my young flowers, I recommend you don't alter. I'm not telling y'all what to do, but I recommend you don't make permanent alterations to yourself in your younger years, because likely your concepts, your ideas about life, your fashion, your tastes, it's going to change more than likely several times. You'll experiment with different things to eat. You're going to, your quote unquote diet or your regimens and movement practices and how you feel about love and relationships. More than likely, a lot of that is going to change over the years. So I don't know that it benefits us to do permanent damage when we're going to change. And you're like, doggone, I jack myself up if we permanently alter ourselves. Perhaps the best thing we can do is to be accountable and responsible and have in our mind somewhere longevity for the long haul. Taking care of your body for the long haul. This is your best 401k, is your body temple, right? Many of us never think about aging or menopause or relationships that change and people, they exit this realm. We all will. A lot of times we're not thinking about that in our 20s and our 30s. That is coming for us all. That is coming for us all. So the choices that we make, even if you're a nice person, even if you didn't know any better, you will have to live with those consequences. That's becoming more and more apparent. So rather than go with the group thing, it would benefit us to choose wisely, especially when it comes to parenting or exposing your reproductive organs to the unvetted and those who haven't demonstrated a commitment through action to care and respect, if you understand what I'm saying. And that goes for the young men folk too. So I just want to come on board to answer some questions. This was my quickie style of the day. I'm more than likely going to take it down. So I had these really teeny tiny little banana clips in here. And I did have some flowers in here, but it's just simply two very, very loose braids because my hair cannot take a lot of handling. Sometimes I think it's amazing I'm even on here talking about hair because it's so fun. It's interesting. This could break off. I was walking thinking about cutting it today or doing a nice bit of length. So I have two very loose braids. When I say loose, loose because indentations will be in there. Instead of rubber bands, I'm using this on the bottom. It's like coated rubber band at the bottom. So this is super loose because I can't take a whole lot of tight. That's it. Maybe I'll put a little Cashapp on it. That's it. No oil, no nothing. And actually, I have been, so periodically I pull the aloe or I pull the nopales and the aloe. And what else have I been making? Fenugreek. I've been making a concoction out of fenugreek that actually feels really nice because it's like almost like water, but it is good. I find like a natural soft, I don't know if I want to call it a softener, but it feels really nice in the hair and it's no buildup. So that's something I've been experimenting with. So I will always put food in my hair. There's also on this channel a video for cucumber rosemary spritz, which you can use actually on your face and you can also use it on your hair. So this feels good. I really don't like any kind of restriction, any kind of what do you call it, too much pressure. When the hair is already fine, it's going to make these compact, so they're already all super flat. So it feels good. I'm thinking like maybe to cut it here, so we'll see. But most of all, I just leave it alone. I got other things to do. And something before I get off here, something I always wanted to do with my hair and just be able to just pull it back into a quick bun and go, right? Other women can do it. I'm like, why can't we? And actually, we can. I think I would even do this even if I had an afro, if my hair was still loose. I think I would still stick with the loose double strand twist and do the exact, I think I'm doing the same styles now that I was doing as a loose natural. And you can see my hair as a loose natural inside Natural Beauty No Products. So that's it. There's also, you can download Whole Living Foods in the Hood with menus to fit your budget if you're interested in living foods as a lifestyle. That's a guide and manual on body-culinary.com. There's raw vegan cakes, goddess cakes workshops. No dehydrator necessary. And yeah, feel free to subscribe. Hopefully you'll join us for 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. That's our workout weekdays. 5 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you come in earlier, we're just doing deep breathing, relaxation, journal writing. and goal setting. And then 5 a.m. we start the workout. So you will burn a lot. You'll be bleeding and sweat. We do a lot of coaching and also some corrective exercise if you have issues with your knees, your lower back, or your shoulders. So look forward to seeing you all there. Perhaps go to bed a little early. So, resetting, rewiring yourself to go and rest and to sleep. And think how many hours are given away to social media and not getting anything back. It's really something to go intentionally into rest and sleep. Oh my gosh. It feels wonderful. And you can really watch yourself release weight, and it helps to clear up your skin when you just go take rest and you plug yourself back into your battery charger, even doubly so if you're consuming whole, fresh living, unprocessed foods. All right, y'all, I'm inviting you to have a really, really good, deep, relaxing, soulful rest this evening. And hopefully I'll see you at 5 a.m. Good night.